We're talking about ending the war. There was a vote in the Senate today. Joe Lieberman has authored another resolution, and it is essentially to let George Bush go to war with Iran. And I congratulate Biden for voting against it, and I'm ashamed of you, Hillary, for voting for it. If this war ensues, we invade, and they're looking for an excuse to do it. And Obama was not even there to vote.
Research the words James Madison once placed, then see how the government twists what they say. The government was fixed up from the first day by erasing the Confederation, bringing power their way. They say democracy by using reverse psychology. Behind the scenes they pulling schemes that turn into mythology, but front to us giving rights to the economy. Don't believe me, then study their biology. The United States government is really communism, with the House and the Senate used as the activism. Ancestors of bad Christians turning into politicians, symbolizing patriotism as a front to power the mission. Fuck the neocons, I wanna wage war in Iran, dropping bombs on little kids and pregnant moms. How many years did it take for us to find Saddam? Exactly, that's why the war is just the next Vietnam.
I don't oppose war in all circumstances, and when I look out over this crowd today, I know there is no shortage of patriots or patriotism. What I do oppose is a dumb war.
If we in Congress don't end this war before January 2009 as president, I will.
Terrorism isn't hand-to-hand combat, so get it right. It's a sporadic attack, something you can't fight. If we win the war and tear, America gets a prize, right? Homeland safety, yeah, that's the biggest fucking lie, right? It's conceived the holy war according to the Taliban, but to us the start of the 7 seals written by the Lamb. Give the promises, 2008 candidates gotten the plan, but they're all neocons behind the stand. You can call me ignorant and give my truth out, but you go by propaganda that's given out. So if you go to the polls cause you think your vote counts, you're the stupid motherfucker that I'm talking about. The government uses scare tactics to get you afraid, while Dateline shows terrorists in the States releasing more Bin Laden's underground tapes. You see how terrorism makes everything a big charade.
Turns out you owe Mr. Bush. The new study confirming the administration only lied about those vital matters 935 times. Of course, this does not count so-called indirect falsehoods like Iraq has dangerous weapons. The non-profit Center for Public Integrity tallied all the false statements made by 8 top members of the administration in the 2 years after September 11th, including obviously the run-up to the Iraq War. From the lowest number of lies to the highest, then here are the center's findings, the individual standings. Publicity-shy Vice President Dick Cheney does not talk publicly a lot, only had 48 fabrications on the issue. Condoleezza Rice, at that time the National Security Advisor, so she got Iraq wrong 56 times. Former Defense Deputy Secretary Paul Wolfowitz, 85 times. His boss Donald Rumsfeld only lied 109 times, tied in with White House Press Secretary Ari Fleischer, whose job was ostensibly not to lie. Former Secretary of State Colin Powell came in at second place with 254 false statements, many of them, of course, after that infamous speech to the UN. And at number 1, the calumniator-in-chief, with not just those 16 false words in his State of the Union, but 260 false statements to the Union, as he pushed to take the focus off Al-Qaeda and have American blood spill in the war of his choice.